Good evening. This is CTV News for Wednesday, May 28th. I'm Patricia Vallone. Thank you for joining us tonight. Well, Prince George's police canvass a Suitland community to try and put together the missing pieces of a murder that happened on Curtis Drive. Latifah Majid has more on the story.
Police are here at Carriage Hill apartment complex passing out flyers with a picture on it of 27-year-old Maurice Featherson, who was shot and killed on April 25th in this very parking lot. They're hoping that residents will give them some type of information to help lead them to a suspect.
Now, police do have video of 4 people that they believe are potential witnesses to the murder, and they're asking for the community's help in identifying them.
The evening of April 25th, we responded out for a man who was suffering from some gunshot wounds. Unfortunately, he tragically died here on the scene. Investigators since then have pieced together through witness testimony and some other evidence that some people who visited a nearby 7-Eleven may have been here or in the area at the time that shooting occurred. And they're very interested in talking with those folks under the belief that they may have seen or have some direct knowledge of that shooting. So that's really the key piece for us out here today. We're trying to connect and engage with this community. Almost always someone in the community has some knowledge of the crime that occurs around where they live.
In Suitland, Latifah Majid, CTV News.
Anyone with information about the crime is asked to contact the police department at 1-866-411-TIPS. An immigrant advocacy group launches a statewide effort to rally Maryland's Latino voters for the June primary election. In Langley Park today, organizers of CASA in Action announced the endorsement of dozens of candidates for state and local offices. The Latino Electoral Organization is also deploying canvassers who will reach out to Marylanders and, leading up to Election Day, reach the voters.
Today we are announcing that more than 150 employees, 150 staff are going to be ready, bilingual, to knocking doors, to go door by door and to send information to the Latino and immigrant voters and say, go ahead and vote. June is very important for the immigration issues, related also with economic issues, as well as the housing crisis that we are facing in our counties.
We decided the most important districts for CASA with the highest number of Latino voters to focus on. Candidates there received a survey that tested candidate positions on some of the most important issues to our community. In some places with many new faces, our board members and CASA staff did interviews. Finally, we voted.
And to see a full list of endorsed candidates, you can log on to casainaction.org. Well, the Prince George's County Council adopts a $2.85 billion budget for fiscal year 2015. 63% of the budget is allocated toward education, an increase of almost more than 6%. The spending plan also provides funding for an additional class of firefighter recruits and 3 new classes of police officers. More than $5 million will go toward transit-oriented development and pedestrian infrastructure. The council also approved a new WSSC budget, which includes a 5.5% rate increase for water and sewer customers. The new fiscal year begins July 1st, 2014. Well, Tuesday night, strong storms knocked out power to tens of thousands in the D.C. metro area. Not only homes, but many traffic lights were out and utility poles down, making for a difficult evening commute. Pepco alone reported more than 40,000 outages Tuesday night in Montgomery County. As of 3 this afternoon, the company had about 115 outages remaining. BGE reported about 50 customers still without power. Well, one of the country's most revered voices has fallen silent. Renowned poet, novelist, and civil rights advocate Dr. Maya Angelou was found dead in her North Carolina home this morning. The 86-year-old reportedly had been battling health problems. Best known for her debut memoir, I Know Why the Caged Bird Sings, Angelou penned more than 30 books, received numerous awards, and served on 2 presidential committees.
Did you want to see me broken? Bowed head and lowered eyes, shoulders falling down like teardrops, weakened by my soulful cries. Does my sassiness upset you? Don't take it so hard just because I laugh. As if I have gold mines digging in my own backyard.
A local artist says the news hit hard, like the loss of a close family member. Lady Di, whose first book was dedicated to Angelo, is emotional as she recites the words of the now departed artist.
It's the click of my heels, the bend of my hair, the palm of my hand, a need for my care. 'Cause I'm a woman, phenomenal, phenomenal, phenomenal woman. I met her many times, and one of the times that I met her, I said, people say that I remind them of you. And she said, I can see that. And she said, hold out your arm, and I did. And she held hers out side by side, and we both had on navy blue pinstripe suits. And she said, we're majestic. So I just felt the kindred spirit and great inspiration from her.
Now, Maya Angelou's family released a statement saying that her passing was quiet and not belabored by a loss of acuity or comprehension. Local politicians, including Governor Martin O'Malley and Senator Ben Cardin, have also released statements in memoriam.